Hey everybody, it's me. If you don't know who I am, I don't know why you're watching this, but feel free to continue. I don't care. Um, so I don't know when the last time I made a video was. I know what it was about, but I don't remember when I made it. I made two recent ones about the Jerry Sandusky and Penn State thing going on. Um, that goes to trial next week, or like a preliminary hearing, which will probably just mean they're gonna agree to have a trial, because they're gonna present all their evidence and whatnot, and Sandusky's gonna get to see all the kids he took advantage of, and you know, get a boner in a court. I don't know, but I still say he's innocent until proven guilty, but you can tell by his reaction in the courtroom if he's guilty. Anyway, enough about that. So, since I last made a video, some things have changed. I'm in a new house. Although I've made one video here before, but I don't think I uploaded it. The college football season, except for the Army-Navy game, regular season is pretty much over. Other sports, the Big East might as well change their name to, I don't know, something. Big Mama would make sense, because it takes in lost children. This place is taking in lost and unfairly treated schools. But anyway, so honestly, I haven't been doing much. I applied at some places around here. One of them called me and said, "Hey, can you resend your application? Like, we saw it, but we saw it, but can you resend it?" And I was like, "Fine." So I'm hoping one of those people call me back this week and say, try to get me in for an interview. But when you have nothing to do, there's a lot of things you can do. And it's 1:30 right now, December 7th, a.m. And I was looking at the news tabs on MSN, and one of them said something like, mother of gay teen overwhelmed with support from son's video. So I was like, and I made a comment on a video, I'm not sure if I uploaded it or not, about coming out on Facebook. I know I titled one called "Don't Bring God Into This," but I'm not sure it addressed my feelings about kids coming out on Facebook, YouTube, or Facebook. My thing about God was, people comment about religion, don't bring God into it. He has nothing to do with it. Regardless of what the Bible says, God didn't write the Bible. So don't bring God into that argument. Also, my thought, I'm not sure if I said it, I'm trying to think if I said it, but I don't think I did. So my thought about kids coming out on like YouTube and Facebook. Now, I understand Facebook, you can control who sees your stuff and what. Same with YouTube, but most people don't do it with YouTube. Like, most people don't go in and mark their videos private and do all this and all that stuff. And most people don't do that. But a lot of kids come out on the internet now, and I'm sitting there thinking, that makes perfect sense. because you were afraid to face the bullies, your own classmates, your family, your friends, your teachers. Say you make a video and put it on the web, where not only can they see it, but as can the whole rest of the world. Makes perfect sense. And I don't say that because I'm against people doing it. I'm just saying your idea behind it of it makes life better. I don't see the stats that show that. I mean, I'm sure this is a big one, but it's not really statistically recorded. Teens that are homosexual. Actually, I'll take it one step further. Curtis, shut up. I'll take it one step further. Teens that are troubled, and I'm not talking legally. I'm talking like depressed. That's a better word. Depressed teens that are either bullied or just, I don't know, naturally depressed. That kill themselves. They more often than not kill themselves. But before it, they didn't make a video explaining their depression. Most kids that do, however, make videos don't usually kill themselves. I guess that's a good thing. Do they stop getting bullied? I don't know. I mean, shit. If I wanted to get a bunch of YouTube views, I would say all that stuff and then say it's gotten better, because if it gets better, people are going to want to hear about it. I mean, who's going to want to hear about something? That's why the problem that exists is because people don't want to hear about it. So I watched this video called "What's Going On," and the only thing I think that's clever about the video is it uses the 1970, 71, 70 something, maybe late 60 something, same title as Marvin Gaye's, song that really started him moving in his own personal direction, less pop, more R&B, and then more personal kind of thing. From the album "What's Going On." It at the time addressed the current issue, which was part of it was anti-war protesters being arrested in, I believe, San Francisco. I'm not sure. And this kid, I think his name's Jonah. His "What's Going On" video. It's not a song, so it doesn't lyrically have to make sense. Addresses an issue that I think is overhyped, a little bit more overhyped than it should be, which is hate against homosexuality. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a problem, but I don't think it should be like, I think hate is a problem. I don't think it needs to go to a specific group yet. I think hate all around is a problem. But to use the politically correct term, bullying is a problem. Not bullying someone because they're gay. Because I think that's where groups try to get more attention, which is stupid. Because, why does an openly gay young girl or boy, why should they get more media attention than a kid a gay, straight, whatever kid who's black, or a Hispanic that's legal, that gets bullied because of his race, or the black person gets bullied because of his race or her? Why should the gay kid get more attention? I mean, they shouldn't. it's an issue all around. But I think, and more gay guys do this. Gay guys make it they make it more about them than they do about what the cause is that they're trying to promote, which is, I'm being bullied and it hurts. That's what their message is bullying's not fun. Bullying is still a problem for gays. But it's more like, I'm being bullied, help me, not help, And if this kid that made the What's Going On video got bullied for it, well, I mean, he did. He's got like 300,905 copies when I looked. Something like that. 3 zeros. I'm gonna go. I'm stupid when it comes to pronouncing numbers. 320,905. So 300,900. Yeah, I said that right. And that was, and in the course of me watching the video, there were like 75 new comments. And I started to read some of them, but then I was like, fuck this. They were pretty much all people going back and forth saying, they were people, calling each other stupid names like, well, you're the pussy, or you whore, or you, sir, are a faggot. I'm like, why watch this video if you're gonna post a comment that completely is the complete opposite of what the video is trying to get at or promote. But then again, I thought I had a few problems with this video myself. One is the kid was allegedly 13. Looking at the kid in the video, he's at least 13. A 13-year-old should know how to spell better than that. I mean, if you read his cards, two things. His handwriting sucks. I'm not saying mine's good, and mine's about that bad on an index card on the sides that don't have lines. So maybe that's just a thing all across the board. But I damn sure can spell. I mean, some of the words in there, And then and the only reason I was doing all this stuff was because I saw a link on MSN's homepage, and apparently this kid has a Facebook page created after him, and one of the things he says is he made a comment today or something, and he's like, I still feel bad for all the kids that are currently being bullied or has been bullied. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be have. So, and I'm not big on grammar. I'm not. I mean, granted, when I'm going to like CBSSports.com or Yahoo.com and or CNN.com, and I'm trying to read the news, and these people that are professional bloggers and shit misspell words, use bad grammar, it makes me think, oh, I could work for them. I mean, because I'm like, this is stupid. These people are supposed to edit what they do, So, I'm not big on it, but that kind of stuff pisses me off. But a 13-year-old kid having sloppy handwriting, nah. But misspelling some words, not so much. Misspelling a word, a simple little word, like every other index card, yeah, that kind of pisses you off. It doesn't piss you off, but it makes you think he's stupid. And then I thought about it. I've had gay friends that are guys. Some of them have been very feminine. And when I was watching this video of this kid, he doesn't say a word at all in it. There's even background music over, and you can't hear him at all. I'm sitting there thinking, just based on his body language and based on how the cards are written and how it would sound if a guy was to say that, he comes off to me as a very feminine guy. And feminine guys that are gay, most feminine guys are gay, but the ones that are gay give the term homosexual, gay, they give it the stereotype of a fag, which a fag is a derogatory comment. And it doesn't help when you've got, you know, grown men acting like little drama queens. So, oh, a few other things. The kid, I'm not sure if the tears were real or not, because, like I said, there was music. You can't hear if he he's crying or not. I mean, and you can make yourself cry easy. I mean, and he said he recorded it at 4:30 in the morning. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know if you can see, but my eyes are getting pretty bloodshot. I blinked, if I started blinking really, really fast right before I flipped the index card that says, I've wanted to die many times or whatever it said, I could probably get my eyes to tear up a little bit. We'll see if I can do it. No, I'm kidding. So, and also, like, it seems so synced, like he knew when to cry, like at which card to start crying and which card to end it. I was like, okay, another thing, if you're serious about a message you're trying to promote, why hide your face behind cards? Like, you'd show your face, you'd have the cards right here, and then you'd push them up to the screen so it would block your face. Why do that? I mean, if you're stable enough to come out on this video, and apparently it was made for your friends that you trusted, I don't see why you couldn't talk. Also, in the description and even in the video, you say all your friends are in high school. Like, I have many friends, but they're all moving to high school. A lot of gay guys do that. A lot of gay guys, like, I don't know, I don't want to say fake, because sometimes it's real, but most of the time it's not. They over-exaggerate. They pretend stuff that isn't. And it's not like a sociopath where they're lying to themselves, because I think they want it so bad. They lie, not they think they're right. So I don't know what the word for that is, but that's what I think. And the last thing about that video that it made me think it was a little not fake was when the flashcard comes up that says, I've done things I'm not proud of. Proud is P-R-O-W-D, not P-R-O-U-D. I wouldn't be proud to put that card on there and see how bad I misspelled that word. But and lastly, on that little matter, and then I'll get to this last thing about this last thing I think that makes it fake. Most gay guys that are really, really feminine, like I think this guy is, academically, are pretty stupid. And half of their bullying is probably stemming from them being stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody calls them a fag, like, you dumb fag. I'm pretty sure they don't know you're gay. I mean, you probably promote it through your feminine ways, but I'm pretty sure their message they're trying to get to you is that you're dumb and you act dumb, and so that's why they like double over with saying dumb fag, because in my view, a fag is just a dumb gay, a dumb, overly accept me or I'll annoy the shit out of you gay. And dumb is just somebody that I think is like pretty stupid, like somebody that just they're not smart. That's what I think dumb is. But the last thing that I think made that video seem really fake to me was at one point when he said, the card after he said, I'm not proud of things I've done or whatever, it said, I have cut myself many times. And then he showed his arms. Okay, maybe the camera wasn't close enough, maybe, yeah, I didn't see any scars, maybe the camera wasn't close enough. But then he went like this, he went like, look, I'm not a cutter. I've known people that cut. I mean, I had somebody in my family cut. Hell, I even had a guy use my stuff to cut himself once. And I was completely stupid because, one time he asked me for tape, like a Scotch tape dispenser. And I was like, sure. And then when I got it back, I saw that the little blade had been removed but put back in, and there was like dry blood on it. And I was like, so I asked someone about it, And they went and looked at him, and he had been cutting himself. They got on my ass, but I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know what the hell he was doing. So, this kid shows his arms. He shows his whole arm and then this whole arm, and I don't see any marks. And then he shows his neck. First off, I'm not an expert on cutting or cutters, nor would I ever want to be, but I think most cutters cut where you can't see, like visibly see, which would be like, I guess like right in here, maybe in here. But like if you have a hoodie like this, it might come up to like this when you raise your hand, so you wouldn't cut past about here. Some people, slit their wrist, but that's more for suicidal purpose. But and I know people cut their thighs and their legs, but I've never heard or could imagine somebody taking a razor blade. I could imagine it, but it seems like you need help, awfully scary kind of thing. Somebody just, or however they cut themselves. Plus, like I said, I thought most people that cut themselves try not to be noticeable. So right in here is a pretty noticeable place. Because even if your shirt covers it, if you have a little part sticking out, somebody might be like, "Oh, what's that on your neck? Are you okay?" And then they like go to, and it's noticeable as hell. So I don't think many people, grab a razor and start. I cut myself when I'm shaving all the time, and that's me doing. But it's not planned. So I don't think anybody sits there and plans to cut their neck like that. So when he did that, I was like, yeah, this video is fake. But I think the title was catchy. What's going on? But I think, honest to God, like this whole people are bullying people because they're gay, it's getting annoying. I understand it. It's an issue, but whites still call blacks niggers. ERS, not AS. The racist term. They're both stupid, but the racist term. And we solved civil rights in the 60s. So what, 50 years later? And now all of a sudden gay is the big issue? Nah. Dumbasses are the problem. So, and every generation is going to produce more and more. So, I think people can tone it down on the gays need more respect kind of thing. And, just keep asking questions through songs like What's Going On in the 70s or 2003, Where's the Love? You don't know where it is, so